Oh, hey! Twitch chat, I'm sure there's 1.5 million people here. Looks over 12. Actually, that's more than I expected at the start of the stream. But hey, Twitch, we've got the grand finals of the Battle of the Backseat. It's an American mirror. What the hell's going on there?
Oh, is it American? Oh.
Oh, I had you twice.
Where's the Brits? Need them. I think we were the last Brits.
Got you twice for some reason all of a sudden.
Okay.
Weren't twice all of a second ago. Could you mute yourself on the Video Ninja link? Just to make sure that's not sending through.
Muted there, so hopefully that's better. Yeah, that's muted.
X. Oh. There we go. That'll help. We're also coming through my monitors.
Ah, that's why.
Because it's totally unnecessarily. But there we go. All is well. And it is, you're right, chat, it is a fully American vibe. We've got the real THF and Jade Arrow Gamer facing up against Cheddar and Noah. I've played with Noah a fair amount. Most people in Hermetica should be really familiar with Jade Arrow Gamer, who's one of their mega regulars. And you should be familiar with both teams. Did you play against GOUDAARK and GAMBITEERS?
Yes, we lost to both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocking finalists, huh?
Yeah, I know. It hurt losing to them, but I think it hurt a little bit more because they are American. I think that's what hurt more.
I think I completely understand the pain of losing to an American as a Brit is just like, well, it's never happened before.
Yeah. It's insulting. It hurts me, and I can't sleep well at night. I've not slept well since last Saturday when we lost. For the second time.
For the second time.
Like, yeah.
How did you find it overall, just as a tournament, as a captain, as a leader?
I think leader's a strong word to use for me. No, it was really fun. Like, Zach's a cool dude, and obviously he's Brit as well, so I've introduced him to the Discord as well, the British guys. Just said drop in, but apart from that, Zach was brilliant, and he responded to everything really well and took everything on board. And as a tournament, I think it's a really unique and cool idea, and I will. If there's a third edition, hopefully there will be in the future, I'll happily do that.
Nice.
Because I loved it so much.
It's quite pleasant to be a captain instead of a player. Because if things go wrong, it's like, I just told you what to do, you executed it wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm used to Fanji telling me off in Discord when I do something wrong in 1v1, so it felt nice to be the Fanji for a change. Obviously, no people knew who Fanji is, but you do. So
I certainly do.
I'm used to him telling me off, so it's nice that it's not I'm the one telling off this time.
It's good, and Zach's a good sort. He's definitely been around the Discord here for a while as well. So it was an interesting pairing. How did you end up doing Backseat? Did you just pop up for you?
I just got a message about it, and I was like, I never seen it last year, and I was like, oh, I was gonna sign up. I think it was closed because you always find tournaments when like the sign-ups are closed. And I was like, I'll do it next year, and I didn't notice it again. Back up approach, and I was like, yeah, I'll happily do it. So I've always wanted to do it.
Nice.
So I was really happy to do it.
It's definitely my my favorite of the Hermetica offerings that pop up. We've got this and Enigma and a few of the others, but this one's got a special place in my heart for just. I really like the idea that somebody can get paired with a better player and be actively coached through a game, and hopefully by the end of the tournament they'll have improved or at least learnt something, and it's like a positive experience, especially when lower rated players. One of the things that happens so often is that they call the game really early, like when they're not actually dead, when they still have a chance, just because maybe there's pressure on them or they're worried that they're going to lose. And they think they're too far behind, and having somebody with a bit more experience at the back of them that can just say, no, you're absolutely fine. You're in a rough spot, but we can still play our way out of this. It means that the games last that little bit longer, and they feel more comfortable going through it. I love that.
Yeah, I loved it too, and it was. Again, I only speak from personal experience of it. Playing with Zach, it was really good because he was always asking me, "What am I doing wrong? Why have I lost this? Why have I lost that?" And having someone as a backseat, I'm probably the lowest rated backseat as well. Having someone like that tell them need to do this, 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 and this, it's just so nice for them because he took it really on board. He was like, okay, stop floating wood because holy hell, Zach floated a crap ton amount of wood if you would have noticed we cast it. But it was little things like just the macro behind and whatnot. But a lot of these players are still very good. Just there's major areas that need improving on, and I hope that even outside of this tournament take on everything the backseaters on board, so they will improve and get better and enjoy it.
Well, and I can tell you what else they've done. They've already started. Now I'm gonna have to go and try and manually find the lobby because they didn't post it. Hashtag finalists. Spectator dashboard. At least we both don't need to find it because it will just appear for you. This is casting on easy mode.
No. I don't even have the game open. It's great.
This is what it was like for like LAN casting with a spectator. Like somebody being the observer is what you're going to experience. It's a hoot. You feel so out of control.
It's lovely. I can just sit back, relax, put my feet up, and watch my screen. I have to move anything. You can do all the work for me, Tom. This is why I agreed to do it as well.
Just me sort of faffing around for an age going, can I make this work? Will this work if I send it through? Yes, I want to download that. Yes, I want to... Oh no! Yes, no, they are playing. Excellent. We are in. We are rolling. We are game scening. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. I just had I had the sound muted, and then it did not. It went full blast instantly. So I was like, "Wow!" I can just hear sheep, deer clicking, buildings going down all at the same time on 8 times speed. But I can see. I'm fine. I'm ready.
Joys and joys. We've got a Mongol mirror this time between Real THF and Cheddar. Okay, I don't think I've seen a mirror yet in the matchups, but I did miss most of the semi-finals. So
I think the early rounds, because of the hunts, I think we had 2 Mongol mirrors. No, I only had 1 because we played Olad and he was wanting to do weird stuff.
Classic.
It's Olad.
Classic. I think that's one of the most special things about him, just as a player. He's so entertaining to watch because of that. And I imagine quite a stressful captain to have when he's telling you to do some weird shit that you don't quite understand. So
not how you meant to play the game. What are you telling me to do?
It's like what was it? Zayaka. Fair play to her because they did really, really well with where they were at. I just make sounds a little. Settings, sound, be quieter. Be quieter. In my poor little ears.
See, when looking at this map, I was thinking, I thought a bit late. There's a lot of hunts, and I was thinking, everyone's going Mongols. Can't we just go swords? Because Mongols can struggle against swords, especially Huskars, and I'm like, if I was backseating for you, I'd be telling you, lad, we're going Mongols here. We're going Goths here, sorry, and we're going to go drop 4 barracks, and we're going to just go long swords.
See, the
and
thing
you'd have been, yeah, okay.
Is if you'd had me, I would have been telling you, we're going Goths, and you've just got to sit there and watch me. Well, we're walled up. Shock horror. this map. It didn't end up being one of my most loved, but I did like some of the variety in execution. I thought it was one that was often going to go to Imp, but realistically, quite a lot of castle age pressure, and castle drops, and trying to get an advantage like that, which is pretty good because actually, by walling yourself in, you do limit yourself quite a lot in terms of expansion.
Yeah, and there's only 3 ways out your base, and 2 are towards the middle. So you're safe for a while, but if you get penned in there, you run out of resources very quickly, which is a real problem, or can be a real problem.
It can be, certainly can be. I didn't like. You can still like wall in the midst and stuff, so there is opportunity for like expansion and walling off and remaining relatively safe. But because I've never seen it go too late, though this one might buck the trend because both of them going for triple TC, no aggro, very conservative play.
Yeah, I think there is an opportunity for aggro. It's just a very tight build you've got to do, even with all the hunter and with Mongols. I know I encourage Zach to do it by coming forward towards the north middle bit and just dropping like a siege workshop on a couple of stables, and we go the infamous, like the horrible to play against Mongol steppes. But we got some real good damage in. It was just behind it all. We were still behind. So I think there's potential to be aggressive if this was a map people were playing a lot more of and learned it much better.
You can sort of see, because it's slightly lower rated players, we've got 3 TCs, we've got 41 seconds of TC idle time, but a Vil advantage. A chunk of that is sort of down to having the TCs down fast, but we don't quite have enough Vils to be producing constantly. 13 on food, and it's mainly herd, and we haven't really been able to get to that transition to farms just yet. It's a little messy. But overall, everybody's doing really quite well. We can see they're at the caliber of finalists. Though this is probably a little later on in the year than Cheddar was ready for, by the look on the Discord. Monastery coming down for Real THF. Real Thuff. 4th TC as well for Cheddar. Maximum greed. 4 TC build?
Yeah, well, I think both guys are going for that boom, aren't they? Get up to that Mongol late game. Interestingly, when we played Cheddar, they opened with, instead of going like Mangudai Hussar, they went Mangudai Camel in their mirror matchup, and it feels wrong, but it's really good in a mirror matchup. So, and there's enough gold if you get map control to continue with that, so maybe we might see that again. I don't know.
I like Camel, even though it sort of loses out to the Mangudai more than other units might, and it is a gold unit as well. But if they do touch a Mangudai, they will melt it pretty darn fast. So
and they'll melt the Hussar as well. So it feels wrong because they missed the last armor, and Camel's missing armor is much rougher than missing the last attack. But it's one of those things in game that feel completely wrong, but it just makes sense when you do all the numbers.
Well, I mean, as it stands, we're making military, but it's actually just monks. And I imagine that's because we're going to move out and try and grab some relics. A little unfortunate if we sneakily manage to grab all 4. I would probably want to beeline and try and grab the ones at the front.
Especially if you can kill that scout, which you are winning the fight of. So, wouldn't mind it. But in terms of boom, I feel like Real THF has got he's got a slight advantage. just missing wheelbarrow, so them farms are going to be crap, for lack of a better word, at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a bit late, but
the res collected is pretty close. There's an extra kind of like 200 res, and that's it. So that's next to nothing really at this stage of the game. And only 4 vil difference. Coughing. Oh dear.
both on 4TC. They're both looking for a castle. This feels very hamstery, and I love it.
It does feel very hamstring. This might be one of the first times that I've seen people go like, "Oh no, really, there's no aggro. We're chilling for 30, genuinely 30, 35 in-game minutes," and I'm not entirely sure why we didn't just delete a wall instead of walking all the way around, but whatever.
That's fine. We got the reliquums. That's just a nice bit of trickle of gold, especially if we get pushed back a little bit. Still have that, 200-300 gold, extra Mangudai, extra Treb here or there. It's really, really useful.
Look where our entire food bank has gone.
It's 17 vils, dude. That's where it's gone.
Jesus. So it is. From the 4 TCs.
You can never overboom. You can never overboom.
Tell that to Deathmatch. Where you most certainly can.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Why can't I make any army? Mate, it's because you're full of villagers. You're full of villagers. We are getting pretty full of villagers in Cheddar's base and in real TFs. We're starting to run out of farm space soon, which is novel. And both players sort of lining their way up to Imp. Cheddar should be I'm saying should be a smidge closer, but I don't think that's true. I think when this castle finishes, we'll be on our way up. There we go. In fact, no, we had a second building. What? Where was that?
University on the edge of the map, there it is.
Oh yeah, blending in with the houses. Good spot.
So it took me a minute as well, to be fair.
Especially because you're watching in quality, but I can't say it's a good one. Blurry. Watching in blurry. Third relic on the way in now for real THF. We are prepping stables. While Cheddar goes mangadoodles. Okay. Do you think we want to get a second castle as swift as possible? It kind of looks like that's what we're lining up for Cheddar. Slightly less so for real.
Sorry, go on.
It's slightly less speedy for real.
Yeah, he's just a little bit behind, but he can at least get elite when he clicks up, so that'll be lovely to have, because that's an expensive tech. Just finished my words before I sneezed.
Good job.
Yeah, but I like what it is with Mangudai. They're the slowest producing unique unit, so take a while to mass. So you need them castles up. But you need to keep them safe as well. But you need them for map control. It's a very hard civ to use in that regard.
We should have a quick hop in to maybe Cheddar's.
Yes.
Well, I don't actually know which order they're in, but I do have hotkeys for it, so I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to hop in, and let's have a listen and see what's going on.
Sure.
Okay, let's queue Trebs.
Oh, we don't get the last armor.
Yeah, we don't get the last armor, right? We need Trebs fast.
Ah!
Okay, there they are. Let's just send our camel in.
Whoops.
Okay, we need the heavy camel upgrade.
Conscription. Elite Mangudai. Chemistry. Sell wood, get chemistry. Okay, keep healing Magna. You're gonna make barracks behind this castle.
Barracks. Okay.
Yep. Ah.
What?
Yeah, just sell it. Sell all your wood. Get elite Magna. More wood. All your wood. Elite Magna. Good. Go forward. Build another castle near your castle on a gold pile. Yep. Get more villas forward. Also.
We need houses, though. Attack their castle with your treb.
Okay.
We need our trebs working as much as possible. Alright, now let's get our camels in front so they can't just snipe our treb.
I mean, they're gaming. They're gaming.
They're locked in. They're in their zone.
The focus is there. You know, Real is being driven forward to put some pressure on, but the decisiveness of sell all your wood, get elite Mangadai. Like, what a call. And some sick micro, actually, from Cheddar. Hopping in the castle to try and keep the Mangadai alive. This castle will go down. We're a little late in getting the support out. The Mangadai are being pressured. So, at the moment, Real TF. Real looking real good, actually.
Yeah, they look really solid. And I said, didn't I? Like, Camel just feels wrong as Mongols as like a straight open, but it's just Mongol. It's weird. Mongol Camel sucks, but Mongol struggle to answer Camel.
Yeah.
The pipeline just isn't strong.
And it isn't speedy for them actually getting there either. So, yeah, Camels just. They've got the mobility. It's real nice, and we don't have that mass. 35 military to 15 now.
It's 3 castles. We have 5 trebs out for THF, so he can delete these castles if he wanted to.
Now, would you want to clear everything at the front before pushing into the base, or do you just beeline for the base?
I feel like because we only have Camel, they're not a great raiding unit, and missing the last armor, I would just take this slow and take out the castles.
I agree. I would be worried if we went too far forward, that by moving forward and leaving the castles at the back of you, or the front, as it is in this situation, alive, that the Mangadai can get up to mass, cut off your retreat and your reinforcements, and then kill your whole army. So
yeah, the Mongol weakness is that they need units from castles to basically be like the best civ in the game. So you take out the castles, then they're just a really poor late game civ.
And what's crazy is we've not even bothered starting to Mangadai particularly for Real. Like, we're just Camel.
Yeah, and there's enough pikes on the field. They are just getting the second armor in. And they could have scaled, like, they can do damage. They were nice snipes on the trebs, but we've lost most of our Mangadai for them. I don't know if it was worth.
It might have been necessary. But I think our timing in adding Mangadai of our own in for Real is actually quite nice. Because it doesn't matter if they're not elite, they're only killing pikes.
Yeah. Absolutely. And if you've got partying tactics, then you're just going to absolutely shred them.
Real good, real good. I think there's a bit of an advantage here for Real.
Yeah,
We're pop capped, we've lost our castles, and so we're not able to produce anything. And this gives us a nice window, actually, where reinforcements won't be able to scale.
It's only pikes, so we are on desperation at the moment at home. No stone either, just now getting stone income. We're stuck on 1 castle.
I don't think that Noah and Cheddar have the bees for this one. I'm not sure. I think the camel execution has been so strong. Turns out that you can mass more units from multiple stables than you can from 1 or 2 castles. Who would have thought?
I never knew that. I never thought about that.
It's great because he invested that time in getting Trebs out instead of 6 Mangudai, and ended up with 16 camels. So you know, it's some good stuff. I really like how they played this out.
I don't have the army numbers. Population's down to 150. And we don't have the wood income to carry on making pikes. And now there's enough Mangudai in the field to where the pikes are just going to get deleted before they get in, and GG's called from that.
And rightly so. A pretty solid game one, all things considered. Let's have a quick glance at some statistics, because some people really like that. Military, economy, technology, all of the reasonable advantages in favour of Team Real. And a 1.8 KD, nearly 2-1, which is crazy when facing up against Mangudai, right? Like,
that's mental. That is mental. Just clearly,
yeah.
It's a bit outplayed, but I mean, Cheddar still played really well. So I hope we can get to game 4 and 5 here. And that felt a little bit one-way traffic, but after playing both of these guys, I don't think we'll see that for the rest of the tournament. Like, I think it's going to be much closer games.
It's rough because sort of at this rating, you can definitely get snowballed. And that's sort of what it felt like. A snowball situation where we weren't able to move into a counter. And, like, we got up to a decent number of barracks, but they were a bit too spread out and we were never able to mass, and the military was far away from where our reinforcements were going to come from. So it just means that we're constantly fighting against a more maneuverable unit comp, not where our reinforcements are coming from. Rough, but a good shout, and Cheddar will not manage to pull it out this time as Real THF takes game numero uno. We'll go back to us being on camera.
Yay.
There we go.
God, I'm sorry everybody have to look at me. I've just had a clean shave. Sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, you were quite beardy before. So,
yeah,
I appreciate it.
I've got to look smart for the camera. I mean, it's more for you, Tom, more than anything.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Because otherwise I look like a scrub. I wonder what civs they will ban. Because that's
true.
That's the thing. Because now it goes into the back. Okay. Yeah. Logo. Just add this. Oh, not alert box twice. that's not what I wanted to add. Go away.
So we're playing Watering Hole, and it's Persians and Georgians band.
Ooh, okay. I can truck with Persians and Georgians being banned. Logo. Already. Still going. Stuff. Excellent spectator dashboard. They have a lobby. Ooh. Getting some follows and some bits. Thank you very much, whoever that is.
That was Otter raiding.
It's Otter. Oh, bless. And Javasty. One of my favourite admins. Like the modern Huggy G. Like a pleasant Huggy G.
I would never compare anyone to Huggy. But his admin, to be fair, Huggy's admin work makes him a tolerable person.
Exactly. It's why you keep him around, because, you know, he's pretty good at what he does.
He enjoys being someone's, you know what.
Yeah.
He's not he can be very intolerable at times. A lot of you painted onto here, and I'm already slandering Huggy within an hour.
That's okay. That's what we're for. Nobody invites.
What are you getting from me?
It's Brits on for a final, and it's not a slag off session. It's not British. Not British enough, is it? Especially when we're dealing with an all-American setup. This is the first time you've seen Andy. That can't be true.
I've had my face cam on before. Oh no, I lie. When I did pick a mixer, I didn't actually bring my webcam to my new place, so I couldn't use it.
Good excuse.
Then I had to go.
Rate
Yeah,
it.
no, genuinely, I never. I could bring a limited amount of things when I first moved because I didn't have my car, so I had to trudge my PC all across the town centre to my new place. So that's why.
Fair play. What tournaments are you in at the moment?
Me? Oh God. I'm in SDS, which is a glorious one.
Yeah, I've been enjoying SDS a lot, even if I've not been able to get a single win yet.
It's all right. I'm just Division 2 champion. And just saying from last time. I mean, was it NCC, the NAC Community Cup, and GB Draft with King Boo.
Draft.
Yeah, I'm on King Boo's team, which is just, for anyone who knows me or Boo, we have a unique chemistry. And unique's the best way to describe it because there's no chemistry whatsoever.
Shall we find if there's chemistry in this next one, though, as we hop back in to game number 2, this time on Custom Scenario.
All right, could you describe Custom Scenario to me, Tom? I'm intrigued.
I've actually ended up liking this map more than I thought I would, because considering there is no opportunity of mega early aggression other than going through the center pond. It's blocked off by rocks, it's blocked off by cliffs. You are pretty much safe. But where this falls, if this was a high level gameplay map going on, I would find this completely intolerable. But
yes,
with players under 1200, when the execution is lacking, when the scouting is not ideal, it gives great scope for just doing some funky things. For example, I've seen people go forward, dock, make a transport ship, send a villager over, and then dock on their opponent's side of the map so they're only able to make one dock. Genius! Absolute genius!
Why didn't I think of this? Oh my God.
That might have been a Lajashek.
What a surprise!
Which is just really funky. So it ends up playing out pretty standard. There's plenty of res on your side of the map, but the majority of the wood, shock horror, is focused in the middle. Now there happens to be some little tufts to the north and south, and little sort of oases to the east and west. But if you sort of haven't looked at the map, and I'd hope by the finals, considering everybody has played this map, they should know that if you then miss the northern wood line, and that becomes quite integral to your build because you've lost access to the middle, that can be really, really bad, especially if you then have to run all of your villagers over to try and take the wood over in your opponent's corner and then lose half of your economy. So, these are things that happen sometimes.
I think you've nailed on the map perfectly. I think for sub 1200 players, which we have here, then this map is really, really cool, and I like it. But I feel like, as you say, in a high level, this would be a. It's one of those slag the map off, but it would be a boring map because it'd be played the same way every time. If you lose the middle, it's game over. At that level,
it'd be worse than Mitchie, but that's not what this tournament's about. It's about players who are slightly lower rated being coached by people who are like, hey, try and do a thing. It's called Water and Coal, and it's made by Porner of Solds. I think we had Porner of Solds hop in and do a cast at one point, which was nice. Bless him. Bear in mind that he's made all of these maps, and whether you love them or hate them, they are unique. They are special.
yes.
So some real effort gone in, and I really respect that, and I love that there's a showcase for an interesting map creator as well. So real nice. So we will be pretty tame until Feudal Age. I expect to see some fires, but if we were gaming, we'd make a transport.
If we were gaming, yeah. What I had to drill into Zach, okay, I'll keep going back to it because, say, it's the most way I can relay it back to relay what I was thinking about. Was I was saying the importance of demos in that little watering hole is incredible. So utilizing it that way could be really nice.
The Otter strat of just make it go boom.
Yeah, well, there's a song which goes boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room, spend the night together. But demos are the opposite. They go boom, boom, boom. Get out my face.
Boom, 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 boom. Explosions in my pond. Yeah, that's how it goes. Feudal Age on the way in for both. I'm imagining it's probably the right time to maybe send out one of your fishing ships to scout out where on Earth your opponent's dock is. Actually, no, it's not worth it because you know that there's only 2 places that you can build a dock, right? You can only build a dock here and here. There is no other space unless you fish the shorefish. So it is quite important to try and get rid of it as quick as possible, which is why I really like what Real has done this time. They've swapped colours. No wonder it's confusing the crap out of me. Red is now blue and blue is now red. No! There we go. That's better. How dare they do that to me? Getting rid of this shorefish and get the 3rd dock up is really, really important.
So, and that's why they've used Iridians, right? Because they get the more carry weight, so they don't have to run back as often, so it goes down quicker. That's lovely.
Hey, very nice. Adrenaline God, Adrenaline God. That's dyslexic reading right there. Boom, 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 boom. My villagers no loom.
It's just gonna be a new joke now. Boom, 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 boom. Isn't it?
I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it. 3rd dock on the way down, but we are slightly later in our fire game. Oh no! It's the classic trap fire. Every time there's at least one. I think it only happens on the southern side as well. I don't think I've seen it up on the northern. So irritating. So irritating.
Unfortunate. At least it's a great dock defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfectly defended fight. This one won't go down. Imagine if it had been a galley instead. It would have actually been useful. You end up with a tower that that can't be touched.
Well, speaking of towers and docks, we've got Malay. So you could get Thalassocracy in Castle Age. And then these docks ain't going down to fires.
No, but they still go down to cannon galleons in in Imp. And cannon galleons are the map control unit on this map. So,
yeah, especially with all the wood.
Yeah. How do you feel, Dravidians against Malay?
Dravidians are the much easier civ to use. Because they get no doubt, like, ooh, that's a nice shot. Just need a couple more of them. But Dravidians are the easier civ to use, but Malay, I think, are better. The longer the game goes on. Because you have them timings, but you've got to use them, like... To me, I have a list of civs in like a high level and low level, and I'd say Dravidians are a low level civ to use on water because they're very simple. And there's no disrespect there, but Malay are harder to use because they're all about timings and whatnot.
Yeah, they don't fit your standard. It's a bit like Chinese, where it's like you need to do something extra along with what you're doing. So yeah, I feel that. 3 docks apiece with prep and demos, and all of this is casual, just trying to contest the middle. It's gone slightly better for Real again, because we've at least managed to maintain some docks, and there might be a little bit of a slightly better execution. I'm sort of feeling like there's something like that going on. Maybe if I had a quick glance at the old APM statistics. No, they're completely fucking even. 35 for 35.
What are we watching? Are we watching a 1100 versus a 1200, or are we watching me versus Huggy? I think these APMs are higher than what I achieved.
They are both
Ooh.
significantly higher than mine, that's for sure.
I like the galleons. I like how we've got fires on the field, which take out the dock, which is nice. But I do like the galley introduction as well. Like just a couple to hit the villagers repairing. So these docks will go down
It's good.
if the galleys are microed. So I do like the idea of the galleys.
Cheddar's walling up nicely with some house walls in the base, which is tidy. Market Blacksmith for real, who is indeed on the way up to Castle Age.
He's had the fish, right? He's
Yeah.
had that Dravidian fish, so that's coming in 25 apiece. So it's a really nice food income, whereas Cheddar's had to adapt and go heavy on the berries, and I don't know if he placed a few farms down yet, but it's a big... He hasn't, he's just heavy on the berries, so he's going to be a while. This game's looking really rough for Cheddar.
Yeah, imagine if we end up 2-0 down.
But this is a great engagement on water. It cleared up the whole navy. Good demo, decent demo shots. But now that fish is going down, and now it's up for real to be on the defensive, losing on his fishing ships, which is carrying his food eco at the moment.
But it did what it needed to, right? It got him up to Castle Age, and like that was the timing focus for the Dravidians. Get up to Castle Age, see if they could deal with it. Thank you very much for whatever that was. A raid, AOE to Germany. Well, hello all of the Germans. Normally I'd have a German co-caster, but instead I went with a Brit this time. We don't understand the Germans, and we won't mention the war. But welcome to the Hermetica clan channel, grand finals of the Battle of the Backseat. This is two, at the time of sign up, under 1200 rated players with a backseater, a pro, or a coach, as my co-caster was the coach for one of the quarter-finalists. Is that as far as you guys managed to reach?
We got to the quarters and we were in the final of the losers bracket.
Okay.
Who we lost, well, obviously lost, but no, we played. I think we got knocked out by both these guys. So I have a decent understanding of how these guys play.
Meanly,
and I lose to them all the time on the ladder as well. The backseaters. So don't like how we're backing off here though.
I think it's because we just thought we were going to get like demos popping out, and they were going to be like upgraded demos, and they were just going to shred all of our fires. We're just trying to hang back enough that we can get our upgrades in Castle.
Lacking the food, which is a problem.
Oh no, we grouped up.
Ooh.
Oh no, good demos, good demos. Really
Beautiful
nice
demos,
from Real.
And yet again, this game is swinging back into Real's favour.
That's really tidy. Good engagement. Again, we can see it.
Oh, there's another fire stuck between the two docks. I've just noticed it. This is really rough for Cheddar.
Being stuck on the south, kind of, it's the slightly worse position. Though I have seen the people on the south win 2 out of 3 times. I don't.
Yeah,
understand
I think the one time me and Zach played out, we were on the south and we won in early feudal. Actually, it was a really well played from Zach. Played terrifically, but I didn't even notice that until now. So, but look, it's beautiful. It's attacking the fire ships.
But thankfully, there is a war galley there to at least try and snipe it, and it did almost kill one. That is actually quite funny.
Now it's a fire ship though. This game is swinging. Cheddar looked a bit defeated in early feudal, but he's bouncing back.
He's
bounced back really nice.
It's the funk of the melee timings, right? It's like, oh, look at how much earlier the Dravidians have clicked up. Blink, no, they're there. Like, the melee have that time to keep pumping out villagers, to keep expanding the economy. which means that even if you fall behind a little bit, you can tend to be able to balance out just in your timings. And Cheddar's done a really good job of engaging and being competitive. It might be nice to send a Vil over to keep trying to grab those shorefish. Or at least pop a fishing ship out, because we would like more docks.
We could do with another one, yeah.
Pretty important. There's three trapped fires.
That feels horrible.
It's genuinely, Cheddar would be in such a better spot if we didn't have 3 trapped fires, and it's not. There's got to be a way of dealing with it. Maybe if you put like some palisades, like a line of palisades behind the dock. Maybe that would stop them spawning there.
It's not like you can really delete them either, because as you said, there's not a lot of wood in this map, and if you lose water, your wood's completely really limited. But that fire's got to kill. That fire's got to kill.
They've been useful.
It's been stuck in a shipyard all this game, and it's finally done something.
Yeah, but poor Porner is looking at the 3 of these on the map he's made. He's like, why? What's going? I don't understand. It's Malay fire docks. That's what they are.
He's cheated and got thalassocracy early. That's what he's done.
But even with that, he's actually crazily won the water. Like,
yeah.
Really impressive there, because Real was looking real darn good. But Cheddar claps back, has a near 1,000 score lead now, and a massive Vil lead as well.
Yeah, third TC's going down now. Same for Real as well, but the resources collected are just so much in favour of Cheddar. 2,000 more is quite a distance, and now we're adding fish back in, which I really like.
Right now, we need a transport ship and to send one of our villagers over to the other side. We just need to do that. Just chance it, because the ability to throw down a stable and just send some scouts or some bollocks in.
No, cheap elephants. You're Malay, and you've got the fish now. So I'm fully on board with this transport play. Yeah.
Oh, you're so right.
Cheap elephants, cheaper than knights. Like, I'd love the idea of it.
It's actually even better if we're Cheddar. We make our timing hit, right? We go to imp as fast as we can, and we just spam swords. Infinite swords. 2-handers as well, like they're good.
Miss Gambisons now, which I feel is a bit annoying.
It's a bit sad, isn't it? But they are trash, so you've got to forgive it. Before they got Gambisons, and before Gambisons was a tech, I won a tournament game by going for full Malay swords.
I'll actually say so because it's relevant. My first ever tournament was Masters Arena against Noah, and the people know Noah. He's a massive clown. He loves his closed maps. He's expanded out to open maps. He's done pretty well with them. But I was like 3-0 down in a best of 9 against him, and I had Malay in my draft. I went full swords and I won.
Exactly, it's super strong.
I beat Noah and it was full swords with Malay.
It's beautiful. Nice castle. I like trying to re-secure the front. Gonna have to pull these fires back. I don't know if we've actually even twigged that this is coming up.
No, I don't think we have. But the castle spot's really nice, and it gives a way back onto redocking. There's only 5 here, so there's nothing to stop the redocking.
Oh, we can imp. We can imp, and then cannon galleons. That'll stop you redocking. Yeah, Cheddar's cooking on gas here. 90 Vils as well. Imp on the way.
Cheddar's cheesing.
Cheddar is cheesing. You're so right. He is cheddar. My favourite kind of cheese. I'm a boring man. I just like a solid cheddar, especially if it's mature. And Cheddar's playing pretty mature. He is a mature player.
He has played really well, and I really like this would be the backseater getting in his head a little bit, but I love how Susan Run Water we added 15 fishing ships and got gill nets. Like that food eco at the moment is incredible. It has a time window, like because it's just fish, but the time window's not for a while.
Well,
And I really like it.
he's so got the middle. The demos are going to pop out, but not in enough numbers to get rid of. Oh, actually, there's some low HP ones in it. But, you know, ballistics on the way in. Imp will land. We see that imp timing and we go, oh shit, we need a market. We've got nearly 2,000 gold. So maybe a little bit of an eco misbalance here. That Real's captain probably should have been a little bit more on top of. Chemistry immediately on the way in. Cannon galleons are the play. It's what we're going for.
Being fast fire, that's all you need at the moment, and that's what we're getting.
Fast fire, bodkin, chemistry. Who's the 1200 and who's the 1100? Yeah, that's right. It's my monitor for the stream is too small, so I cannot see who is like sending bits or like
Someone
any
just followed.
or followed.
Bluebird. That's it. Thank you for the follow.
We appreciate
As I could just see.
I'm amazed. Actually, you have a bigger view of that. How could you see that?
It's in the because I'm checking chat and it's come through there.
Right, handy. Okay.
by the bots.
That's at least one of us can see. I take that as a win. Okay. Cannon galleons on the way out in force, and we are not up to a significant naval mass up yet. We've got fast fires, we've got ballistics finishing, and we're going to start chipping away at the docks. Oh no, we just go straight for the castle. I'd probably like to get rid of the docks first if that was me, but you know.
At least some war galleys forward with them because you don't. There's a flag on a dock. You don't know what's going to be in there.
Oh, pain is going to be in there. Boom, boom. Fishing ships take the damage.
You probably make too many fishing ships. I don't mind it, but there's just not enough navy. It was all one dock production. It's Castle Age against Imp navy. It's
It's gonna be real.
That hurt.
Real hard to win this now. Not impossible, because we can indeed go for like a Dravidian shot, but if we've got... We need to send as many vills to wood as we possibly can right now. To just grab as much wood as we can, because we're going to be forced off it real soon.
Like the best play, would you not take Onager and try and be like a really sneaky and cut around the edge?
Yeah,
of the wood line, but they have both been house walled. That's really smart.
It is, and house walled, not in a way that blocks off the wood completely, but blocks it off enough that anything that tries to come through, not only will we see it, but it also sort of forces us towards where the elite cannon galleons are going to be, which is just kind of brilliant. And we're housed because our castle's gone down and our houses are going down. There's full map control, and Imp will land, but where do we go from here? We've got a lot of gold. We'd like to hear the backseaters if possible. I guess we can. We've been so busy enjoying what we're doing, we haven't even thought about listening to them. Let's go and have a listen.
Follow you.
Okay. You can also drop another castle. Probably just in your base somewhere.
Alright. Is far enough?
No, it's not. Probably just back by the pyramid there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's queue more vills. Build more houses. We got houses going. Now we're gonna take an onager and chop through on one of those.
Okay. I'm pretty sure he's going to elephant archers. We need to be careful and deliberate with the landing here.
Okay.
You should get the armor, ballistics. Yep, get the vills forward. Let's start building archery ranges on his island. Siege workshop and archery ranges. One siege workshop
On
and
which
archery ranges.
side?
Wherever you can. Wherever you can get in. Just get in and start getting them down. Yeah, that's fine. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna transport over Trebs, and we're gonna start to Treb that castle to the right.
Well. Both of them deciding that they're going to try and go forward and do something at pretty much the same time. Dive forward on the left. I don't love the position of where the the archery ranges fell down. But, yeah, onager cut and also Treb drop.
I celebrated the Onager cut. I felt like a real smarty pants when he said that.
Yeah, I agree, Kai.
I agree with Kai. I like the landing idea. I don't think archer ranges are the way to go. I feel like you've got the wood control. You could just spam halb for days, really. You got the armor techs in because you're melee. Maybe just do that. Or even better, just go two-handers with then drop your ranges.
Send some army with your vills. You're in a position where you've got so much res. Like, you've got 2,000 food, 1,000 wood. Send some army over. You can afford to. You can have production in more than one place. Let's finish though. Siege engineers on the way in.
What we'd land in? We'd land in to go skirms. That would just feel super hamster. I don't think he's a hamster word, but it's like, oh, we're pushing. It's gonna be skirms. No.
Why? We're melee. We drop barracks. Drop barracks. Infinite swords.
Drop barracks. Drop stables. Like, I know it's battle elephants are there. I know it's elephant archers. They're annoying to deal with, but you've got cheap elephants. Like, you just send more elephants at him than you. Like, they're so cheap. Just send elephants, man.
Especially with the wood control. I don't love the play, but the landing is at least a landing. We've got a fair few trebs, and I think the elephant archers range means that if they come over to try and deal with this, they're in range of the elite cannon galleons. So
there's splash damage on them now as well, right? So they will do a bit of damage in a big area, and elephant archers like to group up. But there's a GG.
There's a GG, and it's 1-1. This means that 100% we get to see one of the two new maps, which I have not got to cast yet. So, yay!
Ooh.
You've got to.
I can explain one of them to you. That's it. The other one, not a clue.
Because you got decimated, right? So you didn't even get to play them, did you?
We won game 2 in like the semis, so we got to play game 4, but we just got kind of destroyed. So, but that game was very well played, and it was a little bit slow to execute from Jeddah, but once he got going and the landing came in, he finished the game off really nicely.
It really locked off the middle. Really good control, and finishes with exactly 10,000 score. I mean, that's a gamer move if I've ever seen one.
I've never seen that before. I mean, can I have his autograph for that? Like, pin that on a wall, man. That's never happened.
Yeah, bang on 10,000. EAPM a bit faster for Cheddar at 31, but you know, he had a better economy all around except for stone, military. 0.2 KD. Yeah.
He has an infinite raise as well.
Infinite raise.
Infinite raise and death ratio. I mean, Cheddar is cooking.
Yeah, what a gamer. Again, did definitely not play out like an 1100 versus a 1200. Did a bit of backseating, did wonders there. Okay, well, we'll hop back to our beautiful faces. Here they are. Hello.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
We exist.
Don't surprise you like that. I'm like, oh god, I forget of a face cam.
We're there just like...
No, like, head to the side, tell them, oh my god, yeah. That's it.
Unfollows.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate your time following. It's really nice, but it's understandable.
Yeah.
Seeing my face, I cannot blame you.
A believer. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, game number 3 shows that it's been a while since I've done casting because I can't even remember what the third map is.
It's the Jungle
Oh,
Fortress.
it's the no, I do remember it because it's weird as fuck. It's the weirdest map in the pool.
I felt very punished for me and Zach winning 2-0 and 2-0, so we never got to play this until like the semis.
Yeah.
And it really showed because we just couldn't. The idea that we had was thrown out the window after in the semis, and we were
Yeah.
like, I wish we knew this in the first round. This idea did not work, but I actually like the map.
I've seen
I really do.
some insane stuff on it, like effectively Zero Vills, Khmer, elephant play that like just ballista elephant chopping through and using like only 4 of them trying to decimate an economy, just like the weirdest kind of all-ins. It's been real special. So
Again, facing both of these guys when we played them, we picked Saracens, and I think it was Noah's team picked was it Noah's? One of the teams picked Khmer, and we got decimated by Khmer Scorpions, right?
yeah.
Absolutely decimated, and we were like, right, okay, let's go Khmer next time, and then we got hit by Italians, and then we're just like, okay, whatever, we're just getting, yeah, we were screwed. So
It's so tough.
my guess for Sibs, we're going to see Khmer versus Italians, but that's just me.
Khmer has been a pretty common pick on it, and I think Khmer are also pretty easy to play for lower rated players. And I'm saying lower rated, like 11 and 1200 is not low rated, like at all. That's past the midpoint. That's past the hump. If you're past 1150 or 1100, you're a real gamer.
You're in the top 10% of AoE players, right? Technically, so
Might be 15.
you are a great player. Top 15, well, top 15 then. It's still a small number.
Yeah.
So they're still great players.
Pinned by Jungle Fortress is a mind games map. There you go. Confirmed by the maker.
I'm trying to look in. Do you hover over the chat, and I'm trying to see what civ they've gone for. It looks like maybe humans, but I don't know. I'm so intrigued. I want to know. I really want to know so bad.
I guess they are saying in there. Would be nice to know. This is indeed. It's 1-1. It's a best of 5, and we are live. Should have put a scoreboard.
Yes, Otter. It's free. It's free pick, no repeats. So guys can't use civ that they've used.
And the loser gets to ban a civ for the
No.
opponent. Right?
Do they? I was under the impression it was only for the second game
Oh, maybe.
that you get two bans.
I've not read the handbook in.
I've just gone back up and let's have a look. Loser game 1, locally bans 2 civs. Opponent game 3, free pick, no repeat.
Groovy?
Yeah, no more civ bans for the rest of the.
No more civ bans. Well, let's enjoy as we hop into game number 3 of Cheddar versus Real THF. And it is Khmer versus Humans. Okay.
So I can see a 4 pixels and know what civ it is if I play this game too much.
Probably. I think it might be a curse.
Oh, it's horrible. But Humans is a very not I would say strange, but It's a weird pick.
It is a
I
weird.
don't know how to
pick.
describe. I don't know how to describe it. It's not weird in a bad way. It's just unexpected.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily convinced that they do mega good against Khmer. If I'm being honest.
They can get it. Obviously, if they get that boom, then they can like have a timing. But again, the humans they're very much a window sieve, right? Where they're really good at certain points, and then probably the worst in the game at other points.
Now, hear me out. I imagine part of the problem is that we're a million miles away from each other, so you can't really start and do feudal aggression. But if we sent a Vil over, maybe 2 Vils over, in Dark Age when we're on our way to feudal, the first thing we did was try and build a siege workshop and some rams, and we just start cumin fucking ramming the Khmer in feudal age. They think they're safe. They're not even ready.
They have no buildings as well because they've gone up. They skipped all the build up. Okay.
No barracks as well, because Khmer. No.
This is why I told Boo to pick it in GB draft for these strategies.
And none of them did. Can you imagine that nobody picked me?
I was disappointed. I was like, we've got me, Ben, and Boo. Like, it's the most toxic team going. Let's just make it even more stupid and badge him in. But he was being sensible, and
I think
it was a shame.
Kiwi was my captain last time, and I got to play one game of one set, and then the next time we were due to play, we had a player that couldn't start at the same time. So I was like, okay, well I'll be there, so so we can start. And I waited for an hour, and after I waited for an hour with the team for the game to start, then Kiwi took me aside and was like, "You're not playing. We want to be competitive." And then after that, they lost every single fucking game for the rest of the tournament.
It serves him right.
Kiwi dead to me, mullet boy.
It's not even a real Brit. He's
Yeah.
he's Australian.
Is he not New Zealand? Same thing.
It's same thing.
Same thing.
Same area of the world.
Yeah.
It's so far southeast that no one really cares.
It looks like a lot of faith for only one of these teams. Like it's 10k points. Who's that for? For the Gambiteers. No belief in GOUDAARK.
Wow.
That's mad. Did they not see what Cheddar did last game?
I mean, I think we might be judging it on saves here, but we've got a pretty solid feudal timing for humans. Maybe just one Vil too many, but it's still fine. We could get a Cuban boom going and have a real big advantage. But then again, Khmer are probably one of the only civs that can sort of keep up with the Cuban boom because they can just skip buildings, go straight to Castle Age and drop 3 TCs. But again,
just beeline, beeline cut through. We are voting who will win. Okay, well somebody's voted 224 points. So if GOUDAARK wins, somebody's going to be rolling in imaginary money. Oh boy, they're going to be able to pay for their kids' college education in America with those imaginary points.
If you put it all into real currency, it's probably worth about 10p at most.
Oh,
or 10 cents.
Now imagine if that was worth 10p. I'd be Twitch rich.
You'd have a pound.
Oh my! I might just have a pound. It's so true. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate there for real. Grabbing the llama in the wrong place. Not efficient. Second TC down.
On the stone as well. Obviously, you really want the second TC by a wood line, so it makes sense to put it there next to 2 resources. But would make me think: would it be I can only castle into kip check timer with Trebs.
Do you
It's a very
really want
strong
to
play,
keep
but
check against the Khmer?
not particularly. But with timing, you could scale. Add throw a couple of knights in, and maybe.
Do scorpions trade well against ballista elephants? They do, don't they?
Yes.
Because they get bonus damage.
Yeah, I believe elephants are better once they're in range. Like,
Yeah.
obviously in a way, but scorpions are fine. They're a solid counter. Then Blissed Elephants just died to siege. They even died to siege ram. Because the cost is a heavy siege, so they just get so much bonus damage on them.
So we just gotta onager then. We just gotta go Cuman SO. Let's go. It's the only option because they don't get bombard cannon. They don't get siege engineers and they don't get heavy scorp.
I'll tell you what. Last time we played against Real, when they were Khmer, we were Saracens. We went SO and they dealt with it really well.
Yeah.
So, the Saracen SO is much better than Cuman.
Yes, well, being able to have siege engineers is handy, right? Just give me some of that splash.
Yeah, that range is just. It's only +1 range, but it's oh my god, it's so nice.
At least they're not like. Why Cumans on this map? Why?
I don't know. Maybe
Like, we
just
could have
like
been Spanish or
I mean,
like
Paladin-
Turks or.
If we're going to Cuban boom into like fully up Paladin, like you had to force Khmer onto Halbs, which don't get amazing Halbs, missing the last armor, and they do well against Scorpions if they can get like a decent jump on. So,
How do you feel about making a few scouts? I kind of low key love it because
gives you map control.
one of the worries is that the Cumans were going to go for something early aggression, right? Like that we might have had some feudal siege play, and so having some scouts out to like look and to like be able to deal with any forward coming villagers or anything like that is really, really nice. However, we do have 44 vills now to the 27.
Second battle DC time. This is a really solid Cuban boom. Best you can really hope for in a way, right? On this map, especially.
Though
I like it.
I do think Real will catch up. 3 TCs. We don't have the food though. It's only 3 farms down, so we can't really produce from 3 TCs long term. Berries are not the speediest. It's something like what 4.5 farms per TC for constant production.
I think 5 for Khmer because it does come in slightly quicker. So 5 is fine, but then again, because we made them scouts, we've actually hoovered up quite a few of the neutral armors. We've got quite a few under our TC, which will at least help us transition onto farms, so that food income rolling in.
I wonder who's got the better strategies out of Jade and Noah. You know, who's pushing them along best. Should we find out by having a hop in and having a listen?
We can, yes. Let's hop in.
Let's do it. Complete silence.
Now, instead of a 4th TC like normal, we're gonna start making nuts.
Attacking his house through the wall.
Nice. Yeah, they're heavy on gold. So yeah, we're gonna start making knights.
We're making knights?
Yeah. I'm expecting a Lancer flood from them.
I'm interested what they're doing with all this light cap. I think they're going to cut. I think we need army. I guess we can play camels for map control. Get gold mining. Gold mining upgrade. Yeah, keep building houses with the house guy. Keep a couple more houses. I mean, they've added a lot of light cows, so their eco can't be that good. I'm interested. Let's get bloodlines. Why don't we get bloodlines? Okay. I think we're in a good spot here. I think we're just gonna push out with a 2 stable camel to get some map control, and add a third TC on the front.
Yep.
If the Lancers are outside the base,
Yeah, you can make a workshop and make some scorpions too if you want.
I mean,
And we
this
need more
town
on,
center
we
could
need
be
more
in
on stone for
danger.
a castle.
Okay.
Yeah, just do that. Okay, take some villagers off wood and put them on stone. There you go. Good. Let's have our scouts keep running around.
Interesting. Interesting. There's I would say I kind of feel like Jade has forgotten that humans have camels.
They don't get heavy camels. People forget it, right? They're the ones who
Yeah.
without heavy camel you think not gonna make it, but we're gonna go into knights, he said,
Yeah.
and
Thankfully,
no, it's gonna be
luckily,
camels.
he's not made any yet. So
No.
they might have spotted out. Like, if they, I think they might have spotted them. I'm gonna hop in and see if they have.
No.
I'll get this then. Camels.
Ah, it's camels. Okay. So instead, you make more monks.
Swift response. Instead, we'll
Yeah.
make monks.
However, Noah said we're gonna make a few camels, and we're just gonna get some map control.
Yeah.
And now you added in knights, so maybe it was camels, as you say, camels killed a light cav just to push them away, and then we're gonna get a night flood, and monks can obviously convert knights, but if you're gonna have a human boom behind night flood, you're gonna need a lot of monks and some insane micro.
What if they change tact and now go step lancer?
Yeah,
Oh.
all along, Jade was right.
We now have the Vil lead, so that's a nice bounce back. We were a little late on getting that third TC down. So Eco is like, we're in Castle Age, and we're effectively completely fucking even. There's nothing between the two of them.
Yeah, well, we have it's the resource collected though. I mean, you're talking 2,500 in favour of Cheddar because he has handcart, and only just getting Miller for
Oh, Jesus,
real.
of
So
course, I hadn't even noticed handcarting. Wow. Monks out?
this eco is popping. They're the monks, decent micro. I mean, camels can't raid very well, so
Oh, we do get a conversion.
that's nice.
We might even, and we get two. We get two. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's in midway through a fight, your best friend just turned and starts stabbing you instead of
Yeah.
like your enemy. That's horrible.
Brutal. And we go for a castle by our forward
I like that
TC.
castle.
Yeah.
I like it. I think we're expecting a lot more aggression than, which makes sense. I understand where they're coming from, and actually what's coming.
And it looks like we're
We do
prepping it. 4 stables.
Is it Paladin? Is it going to be Step Lancer with Step Country? I don't
Like
know.
have. Like have.
Oh, like have. We see monks, so I maybe just get a couple of like on the field, use them to snipe the monks, and then have your army of like cavalier or something behind. Don't know.
Imp.
We
Imp.
haven't
I completely missed Imp. Get out.
Imp and Ville's coming forward, and we have a nice amount of stone.
710? Yeah.
Oh, we had 690 before, so I'm like nice. But
Now
that is a castle.
that is a castle. That is one of the castles of all time. Top tip: don't put your castle right on top of a siege workshop. Rams can just pop out. Like, that's not a. I love it. The Ville's gonna come forward to outpost, and instead of outposting, he's gonna find all of the Villes coming to be a nuisance. I'm gonna hop in and see how they deal with this.
Oh, I would love to.
they're going for castle. Keep attacking the bills with your scorpion. You can't let that castle go up.
Oh, no, we almost got it. Ah, get sell your wood.
That didn't go well, did it?
No, it didn't. Red said like no one was talking. I was like, this is a key moment. Talk,
Yeah.
please. Give us content.
Yeah, where's that content? I love this next castle down to just make sure that this one doesn't finish. Yeah.
86.31%. We didn't have enough army. I like the snipe on the monks, but there's just 9 vills coming forward. We have a doubty.
And we've sent light cav. We weren't making anything else like.
Like Camel, the converted
Yeah.
Camel, the GAMBITEERS.
It didn't even kill the scorpion. It's a complete mop up. I don't think Cheddar has much hope in game number 3. Kind of feels like the Chimera are in a much better place. Those conversions are coming in time and time again. The repairs have been good. Our defensive castle will go up, and yeah, we're now 10 vills behind. We're not dead. We can still be fine with this, but
When you're imp and you're losing against a Castle Age army, it's really rough.
what the hell was this vill doing? Like, what the hell were you doing?
He was there, he was like, I found another way through! Found another way through!
He just weird pathed.
Oh,
Did he? No. It did. He was just like, nah, fuck that noise. That seems like a dumb place to be going. That's suicide. I'ma just go this way.
man is, he sees war in front of him and he's just got, nah, fuck this, I'm going back home.
Fair play, fella. Yeah, fair play. Oh no. Oh, the poor lad.
He's come back forward. I knew he should have gone this way. Oh,
That's some Mr. Bean bullshit. Like, oh, Teddy, I'm just gonna go this way. Oh, castle's up. Oh. Oh, and just finding the gold as it expands as well, just constantly being hit. The upgrades are so much better for Cheddar though. There's 0 upgrades on any of the cav from Real. So,
we have 40 on wood, only 24 farms, so we're opting to elephants. Maybe it looks like.
I mean,
Couple of
it'll do
elephants. We have a ballista.
pretty good. One benefit is that, you know, even with that failing, we had a pretty decent amount of vills, and we still have a vill lead technically. Do you think we're gonna try and kill this castle and then get our own castle up before it goes down?
And that castle only needs a tap. If the whole castle goes down, we have a big army number. There's quite a few pikes in there as well.
Oh no, they delete it. No.
Oh. Cowards!
Cowards indeed. It would be unlikely to manage to get there in time, but still.
We can still live through this down though, because we have the res collection bonus. But as I say, humans live for that timing. They live for that forward castle and trebs early on while your opponent's trying to catch up to your human boom. And now they've caught up. It's like, where'd you go from here if you're humans? Like,
Heavy Scorpion. Blue's just chopped through and doing regular commerce stuff. I don't.
is he gaming?
Oh, actually, there
gaming.
is a ballista. We could chop through.
There's access to gold down there into the back. As you say, like, the Khmer player is pushed in. They don't have access to the remaining gold, so they're in a rough spot at the moment. Even still, got to play defensive and get into the com that you want. And heavy score with Siege Engineers, 9 range, is hard to deal with.
You can lose all of these villages and it doesn't really matter. 124 vills now for real.
Onager being teched as well.
Cavalier on the way in. For blue and fletching and siege engineers. It's going to be so hard to... Like, Heavy Scorpion is such a death knell for the humans.
Yeah. These are lovely raids though. Behind time. Night raids are great.
26 to 19 eco KD. But it's a treb off, but a disappointing treb off. Like, when have you ever seen trebs being like, hey, we get to...
I have screenshotted that because that's going in the collector's book. That's a beautiful image.
Castle should go down. It does. They both lose their castles. That's a new one. Saves the trebs. I like that. Good job. Castle goes down. Let's see if we can save our trebs. Onagers versus Heavy Warp.
It's just a Khmer with the 1 extra range. It's so nice.
Hmm. 9 range Scorpions versus 7 range, 8 range Onagers. And if they group up, oh fuck! Oh no! Oh, it spooned it! Oh god, it doesn't matter if you're range, if you're... Oh! Hold on.
That's really what we need to be spamming here.
It wasn't as painful a reaction to that as I wanted there to be.
Oh, I feel a little bit ill because I'm usually the receiving end of that type of stuff.
That was indeed the turnaround that they needed to see. Those 4 onagers managed to get all of the value that we could possibly need in that situation. We are now down to 5 Heavy Scorpions. Not as much of a threat as it was before. Halberdier finishing. And love the castle. Like, we know we're vulnerable on this wood line to a Khmer chop. Having a castle there is really, really nice. Cheddar now in the lead after those kills.
Well, he's had a really rough game in terms of castle. He got a really nice in terms of that castle, and there's like a castle going down. He got a really nice raid, and then them Scorpion shots have bought him a lot of time.
We don't manage to get the attack grounds, but Halber's there. I don't think we even kill one. No, we don't. Who's following now? Or is that a raid? Oh, I redeemed a glass of water. I don't have water, I only have liquor, so liquor it is.
I can't drink, I'm working tomorrow. don't let them make it hard to me, Tom. Makes me feel ill. I want to drink so bad.
You hop in a Tomsnuffles cast. without a drink? Damn. Damn. Feels feels
drink too much.
unhappy, the Andy.
We have onagers here, and these scorpions are sat behind the tree line. Just cut through, man.
We're back up to
You know
a
what gives?
decent number of scorps now.
Yeah.
But we don't have double crossbows, so they are just regular heavy scorps.
Only that extra range is all they have, but they are prone to a bada boom, as we have just seen.
They're like, I'm not making that mistake again. As he makes that mistake almost again. Oh, God.
Oh no. He's really lucky them attacks went uphill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Siege onager on the way now. That's an expensive technology
It's
to
a
have.
very expensive tech and pretty darn good. Do you think we're gonna throw down some stables and mix in some hussar of our own?
I think that would be the correct call. Just a bit more tanky than
And just
Halberd
how-
against scorpions.
Yeah.
We have the population space, even just 10, right? Just send them in here, there, and everywhere. Could be really annoying to deal with.
Especially because we could just chop round the
Yeah.
walls, right?
I think we're just trying to wait to siege onager because 10 SO on the field.
So
Oh! Oh! Oh!
how? Oh God! Oh God!
Oh god! Oh no!
Do you remember when there was like 10,000 points bet on real and like 200 points bet on cheddar?
Yes, I put 10 on Jeddah.
How much are
points.
you feeling chipper about your 10 points gonna give you a crap ton of points now?
Oh, I'm probably gonna get about 1,000 back from this.
Rolling. Yeah, Cheddar's played this. I don't even necessarily think Real has played it bad. It's just there's been some real rough positional placement of the Scorps. We've needed something that's a little bit more
Oh!
in play. We just keep getting those big shots off with Cheddar, and it's a tough map to go heavy Scorpion. It really is, because there's nowhere for you to pull back. You are likely to get hit, which means that you will lose your siege time and time again.
Just, I don't want to talk. It's so sad. It's sad to see, honestly.
Unless you're Cheddar, and then it's glorious to see.
Oh, Cheddar's loving life at the moment.
Cheddar's having the best time. Let's hear how Cheddar's doing.
Okay, we need to, they're expanding. They're in the middle part, but I think it's fine. We just leave them there. Yeah, just keep killing this stuff. Get your trap on the top working. Let's get our trebs. We need our trebs killing his base. We need to kill his base fast.
Okay.
Yeah, get the trebs into his base and like killing his TC, his monastery stuff. Get like one treb onto the TC on the left. Yeah, that front TC should be, the front castle should be making trebs.
You can make a couple of trims. Yeah, cute, good.
That's not what I wanted.
Pretty quiet in Real's camp. Not being given a huge amount of instruction.
Maybe that's why they made it to the finals, because if I was real here, I'd be shitting myself. I'll be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Just kill him. Kill the SO.
You have a classic GB strategy of, have you tried just winning?
Yeah. Just get good, man.
Well, Cheddar's got pretty damn good. Pop capped. We are now, again, back up to a number of heavy Scorps, but there's SO there. They're spotted out by the Trebs, so we know where they are.
Yeah. And what makes you feel happy? There's been an accidental misclick, and 3 militia have been made. Oh!
Oh, God. Oh, God. It's just... Those onager hits have been brutal. It's like the KD is not that different, right? It's
It's not gonna make them feel ill. There's 20 SO queued. 20. If I saw 20 SO queued in a 1v1, I'd be like, I'm getting out of here.
yeah. the res, and we've not even taken the middle either. Like there's still the gold on the right hand side, so
Yeah.
there's still
Another forward
plenty
one.
more.
We could cut through to
Ooh.
the north.
Little sneaky northern I love how Real's been like using his ballista elephant to try and put them in positions where they can take important resources.
Yeah, that's really nice. That gold's saving his life at the moment.
But unfortunately, his main base is now empty, near enough.
Hortons is in, and
Still,
one of the last legs of a reel, to be honest with you. He's stretched really thin.
still has 140 villagers, but
That's
Then-
true.
they're mainly on wood and not on things that he needs. Bear in mind that everything he's making is food-based, and we're going Hussar, but we're effectively being countered by the good old classic Halbesso.
Yeah.
And I never thought of the Cumans as being a Halbesso civ, but it's working.
Do you know what the answer is against Halbesso? Swords.
Yeah.
Khmer swords aren't great,
Yeah.
but like,
All swords is good swords.
yeah, like swords here because they just halbs die to them. The SO obviously will get hit as well. It's like, did we just take two-handed swords and go screw it? We're just gonna send a boatload at you because we have the res for it.
Oh, the GG is cold as really well played by Cheddar. I loved how that went. I thought it was dire straits after the castle was denied, but ooh, I think there was some really good comms between Cheddar and Noah there, and Noah giving some good calming advice. That's another one of those situations where something bad happens and a lower rated player would probably rein it in and think the game is over, but with some solid coaching and a good point in the right direction, and Cheddar comes back and with some good readjustments and some nice reads of what's going on. Really impressive. How many points did you get from that?
134. No,
How-
there.
134.
423.
Okay, from 10.
Yes, I've won 423 and Kia's won 9,904.
Oh, and this is why gambling is wrong. So, there you go.
You don't. When the fun stops, stop. But you know, you want away from winning.
Classic. What a great game 3. I really enjoyed that. And made out to be a fun map. I still can't see who that was, but
I can't see either.
yeah, nice.
Sanasol 86 Jada 1 bit.
You know what? I'm gonna make that absolutely huge. So it's gonna be big for everybody. I'm sorry.
Like,
I need to see it.
thankfully, my face wasn't on because I was right next to my computer screen trying to read what it said. It said, "Be really awkward to see me leaning over."
Oh, good shit. I'm gonna swap us back to the hold scene now. We're gonna have our faces again. Oh god! You're a ghost. What's going on?
Why am I a ghost? We have a light on. Is that better? Am I better now?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, apparently a really dim light works. Okay. That's fine. Apologies. That's the light on
Whoa! We got a spooky shadow. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. There we go. So we're going to be diving into to game number 4, but actually Cheddar and Noah are in a position to take the whole set. It's a best of 5. So if they win the next one, we don't even go to. So obviously everybody's got to be fingers crossed for real right now. Real and Jade, because maybe this is the time for a reverse sweep.
I'm not. Again, I have no favourites, but I would really love to see a game 5.
I would like to see.
I
I
feel
just
like
want to see all the maps.
Yeah, I think it'd be quite fair to see Lambridge because I actually think Lambridge is better than Two Hills. I'd prefer to play that in game 4, but I don't want to be like having favourites. But Lambridge is a very cool map, and again, I don't want to put your tone, but the plan was from us to go Goths on Lambridge. Anyway, we went in if we got there. So
it's the correct strat to go for.
oh yeah. I think it's more because, like, I said to you, you rubbed off on me. If you don't know what to do, just go swords. Which is it's always it's the correct play.
What I enjoy is because I've been sort of espousing these my belief in swords for quite some time. But I'm a terrible player, so my execution of sword strategies is not good. We can see that by my tournament play, but it like I still get the occasional win doing it, and that's a win despite me being bad. So imagine what happens when somebody's better than I am who tries my strats and they go, "Holy shit, I just won!"
Well, I actually watched a cast back of you, which is on me, funny enough, and I went and got swords, and you were like, "This is not how you use swords," and I'm like, "Okay, sorry." I apologise, Tom. I was eating my food and watching the rec back, and you were just like, "You're not swording properly." Even though I was completely dominating with long swords, you were like, "You're not swording properly. You're not killing the TC properly. Andy, you suck." And I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry, Tom."
It's true. It
Yeah.
fills me with despair when people try and kill TCs with not enough swords, or when they're not like when they're trickling, or they're just sort of like looping around aimlessly. It's like just fucking start whacking down some houses. Fuck those houses. You knock those houses out, because that's the aim. That's the dream. Destroy.
Yeah. But no, this is going back onto the tournament. I could sit here and talk about swords till 8 o'clock tonight, mate. I really could. But we have game 4 to look out for, and Two Hills. Like I said, this is your first time looking at it, and pains me to say it, but this is more of a cavalry focused map.
That's tragic. What's also tragic is it hasn't appeared on spectator dashboard.
Oh,
I'm a little worried that they didn't didn't put spec on.
hope not. It doesn't help every time I type in cheddar, it comes up with Hopsy in a 1v1. I don't know why.
Because they're not on spectator dashboard.
Hope they are. I hope they're still setting up the lobby.
I can see them in game.
I think.
What cheddar looks like? Oh no, they're not. They're not. They might have just been looking at the map.
Okay, so we're getting some. Maybe it's because they've only played this map once and they're trying to get some good strategies down. I like the confidence. It's like either we're going to win 3-0 or get owned 3-0.
Yeah.
And it's not happened, so they're like, crap, we've got to learn another map. I do respect the confidence.
Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. Again, I couldn't read it.
It's superhero.
It's superhero. Oh well.
Yeah, superhero.
Fuck off then.
Just for the format for me for the theme, I've got a blazer on. I've don't have a bow tie. I don't have a shirt either because it's still at my parents because last time I wore a suit I was at my parents, so I kept it there.
What you got, Jess?
I've got my old blazer, which doesn't actually fit me, but so I make it smart.
It's fine. You're rocking the relaxed dude, like like somebody who's incredibly successful, at a black tie event who's able to just like, I'm just wearing the blazer because I'm so successful that you want me here and I don't even need to like.
More the form. I'm wearing a blazer to show up with a dress code, but actually, like, I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. I look smart enough. I mean, I've got my slippers on and my tracky bottoms on, so at least on the top bit, I look smart.
But that's the whole point about it. I'm not wearing any trousers. I'm full commando here.
I can't wait for a below the belt stream from Tom. Then
I'm
I'm
actually,
excited.
I'm also in a hot tub.
No.
Classic,
Oh my
classic
God.
Twitch stream.
Oh, speaking of hot tubs, my friend's got one, and it's his birthday next week. He's like, "Do you want to come round to chill in the hot tub for my birthday?" And I'm like, "Yes." I just put, "What beer do you want me to bring?"
Yeah, like that's the dream, right?
I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. Day off and everything. Got an excuse to be off work. And no, I will not be streaming it as well. So I
Failed
apologize.
to download match content.
That's what I got. Don't tell you got my error.
Yeah, failed to download match content. Right, okay. We'll mods. I'll unsubscribe. I'll resubscribe. That might do it. That sometimes does it. Otherwise, we'll be watching this game from their points of view.
That's fine. I notice sometimes when that happens to me, like a restart of the game can work, but
Yeah.
there's nothing I can do. I just
No,
get my continuous error of you're not subscribed to this mod, and I'm like, yes, I know, because I can't subscribe to any mod because he's screwing me.
That is like, it's the weirdest friggin'.
Oh yes. Even email support, and they're like, we don't know. Good luck. Okay.
I hate trying to find like using the regular spectate function just don't work.
Oh, it's horrific. I have to agree.
Like I've got them on spectator dashboard, like they're there, but outcome seat. But in fact, no error, just unable to load. Maybe you're infecting me.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Let's just turn that. Close Age of Empires and Rio. I set up a button on my Stream Deck so I could open Capture Age and also Age of Empires without finding it on the desktop.
You're too smart for me. I'm a simpleton. I couldn't do that stuff.
Oh, maybe it's because they're still not in a real game. Right? Because that would have been over real quick. I don't. Maybe they just keep baiting me into thinking they're actually playing.
I believe they are in it. It's just DE's being DE since Wednesday and doesn't want to work half the time.
Things. I'm just gonna hop in and have a quick glance at what.
No worries.
You can cue Lou.
All right. So we're gonna try some spice here. We're gonna try to go.
Yep. Well, they're
The
they're
gaming.
definitely in the game, aren't they?
The gaming, but I'm not gonna lie. I never want to see Cheddar screen again. Are we in? Are we in? Are we in?
We're in.
Oh my god, yes. Thank God I don't have to watch Cheddar stream because he doesn't even use the TC. He uses flat building mod and I can't stand it. I never want to see it again.
And we won't. We're gonna be classy individuals as we zoom through back to real time, so we can actually hear what's occurring. There's gonna be naff all going on in Dark Age anyway, because it's another funky map. Which one's this one? Like
It's just 2 hills.
2 hills.
So you have a cliff face blocking you and a wood line blocking you from going from either side. So on the left side, you have to go all the way around to go on the south, and on the right side to the north. But you have free access to the other side as well. So it's a funky map, and I do enjoy it.
This is your preferred of the 2 new ones. Oh God! I tell you what. Nobody has been able to see the game.
Oh, it's fine. No, well, I think it's better if they just look at us while we explain what's happening.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true.
So what you should just say, there's no swords, and then just sit here and not even commentate.
Yeah, it's no swords.
No swords.
Dead game. Dravidians, Georgians, but it's not even. Second time we're seeing Dravidians in this set though, so that's something. Predictions up again.
Dravidians is a wild pick, I feel like. This map's very cav heavy to me. We did jump in, and all I heard Noah said is like, we're gonna try some spice. That's all I heard.
Yeah.
And it's a forward rage. Okay. Spice indeed.
Some spice. Have they changed colours again? They bloody have! These feckers, man. These feckers. And even worse, why is cheddar not yellow? Right?
True. You can't be yellow because you don't even load in properly.
Yeah.
But I agree. Why aren't we yellow?
Why aren't we yellow? Well, first engagement goes a little bit better for cheddar than it did for real. We are going for some archers, and this could be a bit punishing. Like,
Yeah, we're not walled. The scouts forward as well, so... And that wood line is thin. From... real. So the archers could even range through.
oh, we could change colour for him. We could make him yellow, even if he can't be.
Yeah, let's do it. Make him yellow. Yellow.
Yellow. There we go. Yellow cheddar. I'm gonna keep real as blue. Red and blue are the only colours available for this tournament. Not anymore! Not anymore! He's yellow!
I want to capture age. Look at the resources collected already. We're 500 behind for real.
But we should
Even the fishing ships are joining in.
we should be winning this fight though. Good demo. Also good demo.
It's a lovely demo. Bringing the 2 back to repair is lovely play.
But it does mean we lose out on the fight. Second lovely demo going to be coming on in. And while we do that, the archers come looping in. They have fletching.
This is maybe some aggro that real is not expecting. This game might be over pretty quickly if these archers are no response to these archers.
Let's hear it. Let's hear him.
Oh. Yeah. Watch the TC. This is great damage.
complete silence. like complete silence. That's amazing. Like barely any reaction. Like Cheddar and Noah are pretty much speaking the whole time, but Jade and Real are just so calm.
Yeah, it's just getting Archer Rush. Are we panicking here? 4 dead vills, could be 5. I'm just gonna sit under that tower as well.
Oh, good damage. Really good damage.
Lovely.
But are we losing on water because of this? Kinda.
So at least we have that food eco coming in. It's not a lot, but it's that's keeping us in the game right now.
There was some real, like casually, real good advice from Noah to Cheddar. As soon as the archers were doing well, he said, watch your TC. Make sure we keep making villages. That's such a useful thing, because definitely at this rating, and a little bit lower, one of the things that falls by the wayside as soon as you start doing some damage is that it turns out while you're trying to kill a villager, that you're not producing from your TC. And so you end up doing more damage to your own economy than your opponents by idling.
And he's done a really good job of keeping it production going. We've on 37 vills, only just under a minute idle TC time, which is basically above like average, like in terms of quality. And these archers are gonna get more kills and up to Castle Age. I think this is over to me personally.
It's pretty rough, isn't it?
And it's just 4 archers as well.
Again, 1140 versus 1240. On paper, this should be real every day of the week, but I think there is some I think there's some real good communication going on between Captain, like between the backseater here, that is definitely helping this along.
I think we've got, totally. And there's 1 minute till Castle Age. Then it's going to be Crossbow, and then it's going to be Bodkin. That's what I think will happen, and I think that's when the GG is going to be called. And there's more archers coming in behind as well. There's a second range forward. There's more archers coming in.
He said spice, and they've given it. We are in the dunes! In the dunes! For real. Who has the score lead, but only because he's not clicked up. And we see Castle Age land. Immediate Siege Workshop. Ah, Siege Workshop. Crossbow, Bodkin. Even our external vills are there. Like, it's maximum pain. Maximum pain. Do we go mangonels, or are we going? We are mangonels. We're not even bothering with Siege Ram. Crossbow in, completely surrounded. This is like watching, like, versus the AI, right? You know, when you surround the AI's base with like tiny groups of archers, and it
don't know
what
what to do.
And Real cannot either. Cheddar with like the reverse sweep of reverse sweeps. Again, we do not manage to see the last possible game. Cheddar claps. And there was spice.
That was extremely well played from Cheddar.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything else to say. That was beautiful to watch. Painful from Real's point of view, but beautifully, masterfully cooked up by Cheddar.
And even casually, like at the back of that, like look, like, because you couldn't see, you could only see my point of view, and I didn't even bother clicking on Cheddar space. But look at how they managed to wall up, like even around that, just to reduce the possible damage that might return to them. Like, we didn't have the most solid eco, because obviously this is a pretty aggressive thing to go for. But to have enough of a defense at home that we're not going to lose to a small group of archers that just level this out is really huge. Just overall some really solid gameplay. And 4 great games.
Yeah, 4 fantastically well played games, and Cheddar has come back from losing game 1 in a pretty, I'd say, rough game for him, pretty slow game, and put it right behind him, and didn't look back from there. Just dominated his way through.
Right, I'm going to
And
bring
even-
us back to our faces as well. So you keep going. Just so you know.
Sorry, I do have the football. Just put the football on last screen, and it's tense. All right, so if I just get distracted, I apologise. I'd be professional as I can, but this is stressful to me to watch.
That's
To do
okay.
this and this.
It's
97th minute, it's 1-0. Something like that.
Well, Everton managed to score. Shocking.
Yes.
Didn't think that was.
We scored during the
believable thing.
second game, and I had to mute myself to celebrate. To be honest. But no, I mean, Cheddar played fantastically, and again, I don't feel like really did too much wrong. I just feel like he was outplayed, and no shame in saying that. Don't mean in a disrespectful way. Just feel like he was just one step behind in every decision and every engagement, and I don't think Jade or Real should be disappointed.
It sort of, I guess this not only in a sort of execution way, because actually the EAPM is overall pretty similar. At the end of the game, obviously, Real's was lower down and Cheddar's was higher up. But like, so the execution ability between these two players is actually really similar. So I think there is genuinely an awful lot to be said, praise for how well Noah did in coaching Cheddar through as well. So yeah, interview time. If they want to join, I guess we've got the closest thing to an interview immediately of Porner of Souls. If Porner wants to say hi, the creator of the maps that we got to play and see today. So hey Porner, how you doing? Do you want to say hi?
Hey everybody, how you guys doing?
We're doing
okay?
good. How have you enjoyed seeing your maps come to life in front of you in a tournament?
It's just been, it's been magical, honestly. Just to see everybody duke it out on these maps and see what kind of crazy stuff they come up with and the different strategies. I've been loving it.
Excellent. We've been loving it too. Some really unique maps that you've made. And let's see how our players felt about it. Hello, congratulations and commiserations all in once. As Noah and Cheddar, our cheesy duo, win it out in, I wouldn't say comfortable fashion, but bloody good fashion. What a great set. 3-1, but that was 4 great games.
Thank you.
That was awesome. I mean, every game was like on a razor's edge, back and forth, back and forth. I thought every game could have gone either way. Multiple points.
As coaches for the both of you, Noah and Jade, how much anxiety does it give you not to not be able to have your hands on the keyboard and you're trying to direct your players through? Like, how much anxiety does that give when things start going wrong?
Jade, you want to go?
Like none. So I'm just kind of along for the ride.
I think it's more hectic when you're defending, honestly, because defending, I think, is a lot more like muscle memory and reflexes, and there's just way more things you need to click, or quick wall this, guard this, garrison this. So I think those are the most hectic moments where it's like you need all that APM. But otherwise, it's, I think we had a pretty good bond at this point after playing, 15 games or whatever together. So
I think just the hardest part as a coach here is just having to strategize and deal with the limited APM of your player, because we're used to having much higher APM and being able to execute things a lot cleaner, a lot faster. And like I think our players are doing very well in like their gameplay and how they're playing out these sets. It just makes it a lot harder being like, okay, this is the strat we need to go for and this is how we need to do it. And then thinking like, oh wait, is that actually the best strategy right now if we're going a whole lot slower.
I get that, and you both of you, as we hopped in and had a listen, certainly as we went through the tournament, probably less in the finals than some of the other casts because me and Andy were waffling, but like there was some pretty solid communication going on. Like Noah, you waffle good. You talk through when that castle was denied in game number 3, and everything starts feeling bad. Right, like Cheddar, how screwed did you feel at that point when the castle failed?
Not. I mean, I definitely was like, oh shoot, that was plan A, but I think plan B was very close, and so we were able to fall back a little bit. Like if we had no fallback plan, yeah, I would have been like, oh, we're done. But
I
did
I
feel
was
comfortable
definitely super
with it.
nervous. I thought it was a really good play by them, like to make that late Castle Age push to deny it. But then I just kept looking at the score, and I thought our eco wasn't that far behind because we're humans. And I was like, all right, if we just get into Plan B, which is like Hal Boninger, maybe we're okay. But I definitely thought we were behind after that castle got denied. Obviously, 88% is heartbreaking.
For both of
That was
our, oh no, go ahead.
No. You go.
For both of our coached players, our hands on the keyboard and mouse, how did you both find having a coach to actively walk you through the sets? Like, did you find it useful? Was it a crutch in the game? Did they irritate you getting in your ear when you were just like, I just want to play and win? Like, how was it having a coach?
I mean, I've had a great experience. I think the first set, with Real and the beginning of the tournament, I was like, okay, someone's in my ear. This is interesting. Just like I can't tune him out because obviously he knows play calling, but it's also nice because I'm like, oh, I like my micro. I could just do that while the macro and all the other stuff's coming through. It's like, at some point now, it's kind of just seems like a second voice, and I'm just like, just listen to
Having
and
somebody to say, Vils, please, Vils.
Yep. Hey, you have 25 idle eco. What do you do? You put them on something. So it's been very helpful.
Yeah, very helpful for sure. And just the general tips and advice that I've received, like it's helped just in general. I think I'm at an all-time elo high right now in ranked, so something's working.
Yeah, 1240 is what an improvement. So do you feel like that is something that also comes from having the help of the coach at the back of you that has sort of nudged you up I guess about 100 elo from the start of the tournament?
Yeah, he's just given me some tips to improve my gameplay, and hey, they work.
Well, now, so this is a sort of return from the lower bracket to this finals, which I believe, in terms of how Hermetica was doing it, I've not looked at the rules because that's for people who are like on the admin team. I'm just a caster. don't put responsibility on me. I'm pretty sure that means that there's actually a final to play because.
Correct.
So there's going to be, you guys have to schedule a rematch.
Yes.
Now,
well, I mean, it also feels like a rematch of a rematch.
Yeah, right, because this is the second time. That'll be the third time that you guys face off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's brilliant or not, but it makes for possibly third time's a charm.
Yeah, we'll see for who.
We'll see for who. That's fantastic. I also see that we've managed to sneak in a Zayaka who had probably the hardest coach to deal with the most obscure strategies. So Zayaka, how was it watching some other coaches play and going, wait, some of those strategies seem doable. Like what's going on there? How are you feeling?
Well, I didn't really think this way. I thought all the coaches are like Ladashuk. I thought that all the coaches are like him.
No one is like Oladashek apart from Oladashek. He is someone on his own out there, and
He's an enigma.
Oh.
He's a specimen, but he's a lovely guy.
And one of the most amazing players to watch, and always a joy to have in a tournament. And so, considering that you guys got pretty far yourselves through the tournament, like, yeah, truly
Thank
to
you.
be
I will tell
respected.
him about that.
I think we've said it to his face enough.
Well,
No,
to be honest, I was always surprised when the players just started booming and like that's it, because Eladshuk never tells me to boom. Only
no.
if some of our strats fail.
Aggro, which is
Yep.
which is by far the most entertaining thing to watch, which is why we like Eladshuk. Not like these guys. You guys were very boom heavy. Lots of things going to Imp, except that final game. We hopped in to hear Noah say, "We're gonna do something spicy."
All we heard.
that was all we heard, and you did. What made you think Archer play on a sort of watery map? You wanted to end this in feudal.
So we've been booming a lot in this tournament, but Chet, if you want to say, I mean, Cheddar really loves his Archer play actually in 1v1 and a lot of the micro, and he's been wanting to break it out, and this is the chance.
I as soon as Noah said, "Let's do something spacey. Let's go Archer Galley," I'm like, "Yes, give it to me, please." So, it was nice to see
So
that, and yeah, like you said, we wanted to kind of end it in feudal because if we could keep it there and in the opponent's base, it makes it real hard.
finally a Cheddar game. So that's how Cheddar normally crushes all Archers. I'd love to see it. I think it was a real nice change of pace and a great set. Don't you think, Andy?
Yeah, I love this set completely, and I was disappointed when in the first game when it was a Mongol mirror, because I'm like, Mongols are the best sid for this map because there's so much hunt, but it's like I wanted to see something spicy, and that's where I did like watching a lad both Spanish, and I was like, okay, whatever you want, mate. But after playing both of your teams, and obviously, unfortunately, Zach lost against both of your teams pretty convincingly. I like the change in strategy sometimes, like the Cumans on Jungle Fortress really took me by surprise. So, what was the idea behind Cumans, especially since you played each other before? I'm going to assume you knew Khmer was coming, going to be the pick against Cumans, and they shouldn't win. Like, Cumans shouldn't win, but you did. So, what was the idea behind it? Like, want to go there?
Go ahead, Noah.
We were talking strategy about 15 minutes before the set, and we had another plan for this, and we were like, but they're gonna go Khmer, and the Scorpions are so strong. And we just said, why don't we go Cumans, and why don't we try to mix it up and go 2TC and then the forward castle, because I think they're gonna deny it otherwise. And I think Cumans should be pretty good on that map. I mean, Cumans are really annoying on closed maps. They get so far ahead in the eco, so I think we just wanted to spice it up and try something different because last time it's very tough playing against Khmer if they get the Scorpions.
When you completely eviscerated the first army of Scorpions, how big was your smile?
Oh, massive. It was awesome.
Jaw hurting.
I think because it's a little bit, but it was very difficult because Cumans don't get siege engineers, so like the range, and so there was plenty of times where the smile came, and then the smile disappears very quickly if you're not smart. So, yeah, unfortunately that happened. Good amount of times. Good play by Real.
Completely understandable. Well, thank you everybody, especially for hopping in and having a chat with us. Players, you are released. I might have a quick chat with Pawner of Souls to talk about his maps and talk about how he's had a watch of the tournament and what he's feeling. But for the rest of you, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for playing, and I really look forward to your finals. Whenever you get to schedule them, we will try and again cast that live. Can't promise it'll be me, but I'll damn well try because it's some good stuff. It is some very good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Well,
Thank you for having us, and looking forward to putting on another entertaining finals for everyone.
I look forward to it.
See you guys next week.
see ya.
Yes, but a great upper finals. But I did want to know, like, you've put quite a lot of work into these maps, and you put quite a lot of effort into giving us something unique. I'd say some unique things for this tournament. What dragged you into making maps? Is that something that you've been doing in Age of Empires for a while? Or is that a more recent thing?
That's a really good question. I don't know. I don't consider myself a really good map maker. Uh, I'm more of a modder. That's really my jam. I've been modding Age of Empires since I had the CD game, so a long time ago, and I've been following it through all the different changes and stuff. So the way it kind of worked out was Hypno contacted me because he's played my mod before. Maps really are just there to service the mod, so they're just these balanced maps based on my experiences doing the ladder on StarCraft. And Hypno said, hey, why don't we use these maps for a tournament, for regular Age of Empires? And I thought, oh, it could be kind of interesting. So a lot of them started out as being very wildly different, things that you just wouldn't have in a normal Age of Empires map. Like most of the maps for my mod have like 100 deer on it and a lot of other weird things, no gold. And so it was really fun. I had a lot of coaching from Hypno on, okay, you got to make these more like, a standard Age of Empires map, delete a bunch of the deer, add the gold pads in. And then some of them were just completely new maps specific to the tournament. And it was really fun to kind of edit some of them and make them a lot more different so that we can see different gameplay and really test the players in a lot of ways. One of the ones that's really interesting is that watering hole map, where that started out in my mod is more of like an Arabia style map where you're very close to your opponent. There's multiple ways to get to the opponent. And Hypno said, well, hey, why don't, instead of we having this, this wide open map where players can go around and attack, why don't we wall off either side with these cliffs and then make it so that they have to use navy in the middle? And I was like, all right, we'll play around with that. And then Valley, kind of same thing. We made it more like water focused, added a lot of fish in the middle. And it's been really fun to see because I think it's really changed a lot of players' standard operating procedure on how they go about a game. Because a lot of people, they try to do that feudal aggression like we saw on the Two Hills.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people's bread and butter strategies. So it's been really interesting to kind of see how they've had to adapt to these maps, especially maps like Caves. Caves was a brand new map I made specific for the tournament. And part of the idea is, you deny a lot of the early aggressive strategies for different civs, so that way people have to go into more castle tech, maybe more imp tech, more late game focus instead of that early aggression. And I think it's really been rewarding to see that because we see a lot of different things that players normally don't do. Like there's all or nothing, water battles in the beginning or these late game pushes and different things, castle drops that they're trying to go into unique units and try to close out the game fast. So I think they've been really fun to watch and see people do creative new things that maybe they normally do in a regular 1v1.
Yeah, I totally agree. They're maps that I would genuinely hate to watch at like super high rating, but being able to see to almost avoid that point in the game where you get crushed or snowballed early as a low rated player, where your mechanics might not be able to deal with the aggression that's coming your way, and to have so many maps that force to give the chance to have that additional variety, to give the chance to have that more mid-game expansion to it has been really, really quite interesting. And add that when you've got a coach at the back of you that has that late game experience, that has the ability to click so much faster, who's struggling to have the patience to direct their player to get along, it's been really, really good. I think it's why this tournament has been really special, and I look forward to the next iteration of this tournament next year. Or I don't know. It's my favourite that we do. I would love to do it more than once a year, but no promises. That's down to Hypnos.
Yeah, hello.
Wisenatic, thank you for the sub.
Can you hear me, guys? Hi. Hello.
We can.
Hello.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi, guys. Yeah, so I think we might have the third edition this year. So yeah, the good news is that we are already working on a new map pool with the Powner. We are like and even GOUDAARK. We got a new maps. So yeah, I really look forward to have a third edition as soon as possible because I really enjoyed this tournament. So it might happen very, very soon, the third edition.
Hypnos,
And,
don't we?
Can we have a map where we can just go full swords?
Yes. Yes.
sorry, say again.
Yes.
Can we have a map that just goes full swords? Like the whole premise of the map is you keep making swords, and whoever makes the most swords wins.
Right. So which kind of map would that be?
Just a map for me. That's what that is. Just a map for me.
Aftermath, but like more cracked.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Really,
Yeah.
Hypnos, how much are you loving? Bear in mind that we suffered through some team game tournaments that caused us some grief. How much has it been just really refreshing to do effectively a 1v1 tournament with a nice twist again? Doesn't it make us feel good for doing tournaments again?
Well, it's definitely much better than that 3v3, no, 4v4, 3v3,
Yeah.
what was it?
4v4.
4v4? No,
Was it
3v3.
3v3?
It was the previous one, yeah.
Yeah.
Golden Bow Cup, yeah. And by the way, thanks Wiz and Attic for your 2-month subscription, by the way. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All the subs, they will go into the prize pool. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I enjoyed much better this tournament because I'll be honest, all the players, nobody excluded, they behaved so well. I mean, we had no issues of any kind. All the matches have been scheduled on time. So I was really impressed. Yeah, all the players that were so kind and available. So I'm really happy to have found really nice players and really good people.
Nice players, good coaches, and we lucked out. We've managed to pick up a whole bunch of additional casual streamers for the channel, which has been really nice.
I mean, we have just got HappytheAndy here, and then we got Powner of Souls, as co-caster Bira as well.
I love Porter joining in for the co-cast. That was really cool.
Yeah, I look forward to see Powners in camera maybe one day when he wants.
Yeah, maybe when I clean myself up a little bit, and then maybe I'll jump on. I don't know. Do I have to wear a bow tie like Tommy? I feel like I'm underdressed today. So.
Absolutely not. It is not a requirement. Not a requirement. Even if we forced Andy to wear a blazer.
I have dusted off this blazer in the last 10 minutes before the set started because I was like, I need to look smart. Tom, like, look at Tom. He looks like he could be the 16th Doctor. Doctor Who or something like. Looks like David Tennant if he was
playing
wear
snooker. It's my snooker build.
You like that at the what do they call it now? The snooker place. Oh, I don't know what they call it. The location.
The Crucible.
Not the interval. Crucible. That's it. Like you're playing the Crucible, and you're about to face against Ronnie.
Exactly.
But like, so gotta look smart for events like these.
Certainly when it's finals, but now that we've got mega finals coming up, I've got to find something even smarter to wear for the mega finals. I don't know what I'm going to do, and I don't know who I'm going to cast with, but I look forward to it. Hypnos, Porna, Andy, I've had a great time watching the finals today. I hope you've all had a great time. Hypnos,
yeah, same here.
Pick us somewhere to raid, and we shall end the day of streaming. I might stream myself, not on this channel, but give me a little bit to get ready, because it's a whole different setup. I might do some
getting ready to go to the
today.
pub. That's what you're doing. Getting ready to go to the pub.
I wish. No, if I went to the pub dressed like this, I get bullied.
So Tom, I mean, is there a way to raid your own channel, or is not? Maybe not.
No. I will probably be about half an hour. is
All
all.
right, okay, never mind then.
I have to pick, but let's head off, find a good place to
Yeah,
raid, and
yeah.
and send us there. It's been an absolute pleasure having you all here in chat. It's been an absolute pleasure having Andy with me. Andy, thank you for stepping in. It's been great.
Oh, thank you for having me, Tom.
Was this-
I've loved casting with you.
Was this this can't have been the first time we did casting? We must have done at
No.
least once or twice.
We've
before.
we did a triple cast, which went a lot
Oh,
smoother than I
shit, yeah.
thought with Otter for picking
Yeah.
a mixer back a few months ago. But apart from that, no, this is like the first time it's just me and you. And
It's been
I've
really
got to
nice.
say, I'd love to do it again. I nearly fainted before because I laughed too hard. So I'd love to do it again.
That's how it's supposed to be. It's good. It's tough when you've got two color commentators and nobody nobody throwing the info in. We're like, I'm supposed to be a play-by-play, but instead I'm waffling. It doesn't matter. It's the pro style. It's been brilliant, and genuinely thank you. Send the raid. Find us somewhere
Yeah,
good.
thanks
Hippos.
everyone. We're going to raid at T90. So
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
let's go.
Going for the big
Don't leave
boys.
yet. Thanks everyone. Thanks HappytheAndy. Thanks Tom and all the players. Thanks all the viewers. I'll see you next week then. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.